Good morning friends. I hope everyone is doing well. In the earlier video, we have discussed about what is a mooremachine and how can we represent a mooremachine. In this video, we will discuss one example for constructing a mooremachine so that you will understand the concept in a better way. Let me read out the question. Construct a mooremachine over alphabets A comma B which counts the occurrence of substring BA. Okay, so my input alphabets are A comma B. So using this input alphabets, if I generate a string called BAAB, this is my string is there. Now, if my input is BAAB, I need to count how many times that substring BAS came. If you see that substring BAS 1 came once, so you should get the output as 1. Okay. And if you does not find any AB or BA substring, then you should give the output as 0. So how many times it came, you should count it. Now, so what I can say, my input alphabets is A comma B. My output alphabets are 0 comma 1. Am I right or wrong? Because input is, I need to have the alphabets A comma B. So my input alphabets are A comma B. My output is I need to count it. So if it is there, I will print 1. If it is not there, I will print 0. So my output alphabets are 0 comma 1. Now remember one thing, in the last video also we have discussed that mealy machines and mooremachines are deterministic in nature. Is it clear? So we need to find a deterministic finite automata first. But that deterministic finite automata does not consist of any final state. Whereas in DFA, we will have a final state. In mooremachine and mealy machine, we does not have any final state. But they are deterministic in nature. Now, if I have a substring BA, now either I can construct a DFA starts with BA. Am I right? DFA, whenever we say about a substring, we can construct a DFA starts with BA, contains BA, ends with BA. All these three variants of a DFA we have discussed. Is it clear? Starts with a substring, contains a substring, ends with a substring. Now among these three DFAs, which is a correct for this question, we need to find. Then we will construct the corresponding DFA and we will make it into a mooremachine. Now please remember one thing. If I starts with a BA, how it will looks? It consists of BA. After that, anything can come. So only how many BAs I can count? Only one BA I can count. If any time more BAs comes, we cannot able to count it. Are you able to understand? If BA comes, after that anything can come. Only one BA I can count. After that, I does not know what it is, whether it is BA or AB or anything. Now contains BA is, it can start with BA, it can end with a BA, and in between also BA can come. Is it clear? So basically it can contains BA means it can start with anything, end with anything, but it should in between BA should be there somewhere. So these are the three variants of contains with a BA. Now if you see that already we have said that this case is not possible, meaning is that starts with BA, if it starts, we cannot able to count how many times BA comes. Now contains BA, actually what is problem is that you in between one BA comes, then we are counting, but before that, after that what is coming, we are not able to count exactly. So starts and with BA and contains BA is not possible. Whereas ends with BA, you can see anything, but it should end with a BA. So you will see the how many times the A and B is coming, then you are coming to a BA. So this is the correct for counting the number of times the BA is occurring, because you will see A's and B's, then you will finally come to a BA string. So you will see entire string properly. So we will discuss first how to construct a DFA ends with a substring called BA. We have done enough examples, but I will just construct it little bit fast. I hope everyone know how to construct a DFA ends with a string called BA. So you have a B, you will come to a state called Q1. on A, you will come to a state called Q2. Okay, let me take small one so that I can give a output corresponding to that one. So you have Q0, Q1 and Q2. Okay, so smallest string is BA, so I have taken the skeleton DFA. Now on A, it can start with any number of A's, still it can end with a BA. So Q0 on A and B we have discussed. Q1 on A and B, is it clear? What will happen? So when you will come to here, you come to state called Q1 by seeing a B minimum, and any number of B's comes, BA, BBA or anything, you can still be here. Okay, so B, B, A, still it is ending with BA. So if you get B, B, BA, still it is ending with BA. So single B, 2 times B is in Q1, and then A you are reaching to a state called Q2. So Q1 on A and B we have discussed. Q2 on A and B, what will happen? We will see. Q2 on B, what will happen? When you will come to a state called Q2 by seeing a small string called BA. Now, if you get a here, then you need to wait for a BA again. Am I right or wrong? You came to Q2 by reading the string called BA. If you get Q2 on A, then the entire pattern is spoiled, so you need to wait for BA. So when I can wait for a BA? If I go to Q2 on A, if I go to Q0, then I can wait for another BA. Now Q2 on B, what will happen? How I reach it to the state called Q2? By seeing a BA string. If I get a B, then I need to just wait for a A only. If I get a here, then what I can say? The string is ending with BA. So if I get a B, I will wait for another A. That's all. So this is the DFA for strings which ends with BA. Okay. So now if you see that I need to find the mooremachine. My objective is not the DFA. Now if you have a mooremachine, whenever you got a BA, you should give the output as 1. So this state will have a output as 1. The remaining states will give the output as 0, because mooremachines, each state has a corresponding output. What is the output function? Q, you will have an output. So for each state, you will have a output. So you need to find how many times the BA is occurring. Whenever you see a BA, then only you should give me the output as 1. The remaining times you should give me the output as 0. So this is the mooremachine for counting the occurrence of substring BA. Now we will check whether it is doing properly or not. We will see. I will take a string called BA, BA. Now what it should give me? It should give me 2 ones. So we will check whether it is doing or not. I am in state Q0. Initial state is my Q0. So initial state is Q0. So I will get output as 0 here, because the state Q0 is having the output as 0. Okay. Now Q0 on B. Q0 on B, I came to Q1. I reached to a state called Q1. The output I am getting is 0. Now Q1 on A, I am reaching to a state called Q2. So what is the output it will give me? When I reach to a state called Q2, the corresponding output is 1. Now Q2 on B, I am reaching to a state called Q1. I am reaching to a state called Q1, so the output I will get it as 0. Now Q1 on A, I am reaching to a state called Q2, so the output I will get it as 1. So if you see that how many times 1 came? 2 times. So I can say that the string BA, BA have the substring BA twice. Is it clear? Now if you see another thing, what is the length of your input string? The input length of the string is, the length of the input string is 4. What is the length of your output? Is 5. Am I right? 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. So the length of your output is 5. The length of your input is 4. So remember one thing. If you give the input string length is n, you will get n plus 1 as an output. Let me note down this. Please, I request everyone to note down this point. If your mooremachine, if you give the input length as n, the output it will generate as n plus 1. If you want to verify, you can verify. Let me take AB as the string. So the length of this one is 2. So we will see what is the output it will give. I am in state Q0. As I am in the state Q0, I will get the output as 0. Now Q0 on A, I am in state called Q0 itself. So it is giving me output as 0. Q0 on B, I am reaching to a state called Q1. It is giving me output as 0. So how many times the occurrence of BAS came? It did not came. So output will be given as 0. Means how many occurrences is giving 0. But what is the output I got? What is the length of the string? It is 3. So if I take in the input as length 2, then the output is giving me of length 3. So if you give an input string length as n, the mooremachine will give me the output as n plus 1. So I hope with this example you have understood how to construct a mooremachine. If you does not understand, don't worry. I will take another example for better understanding. Thank you so much.